At the start of the year, a lot of people want their boyfriends or their baby daddies, their ex-husbands, whoever it is, to help them with their kids or whatever the case might be. And I think people go on it the wrong way. So let's get into speaking about maintenance, what it is, how do you go about applying for it. This is not legal advice. If you are looking for legal advice, go and find somebody who is a registered legal practitioner, who is supposed to be practicing this year, and who's practicing this year, and they'll give you the proper legal advice according to your case and whatever the matter might be that you need assistance. Maintenance is governed by the Maintenance Act, being the Maintenance Act 99 of Act 99 of 1990. I'll link it down below because I just had a look at it. And I'll put down the correct citation of the act. If you are looking for maintenance, you don't go and open an assault case against your baby daddy. You don't go and do false allegations against them for criminal matters, whatever the case might be. That's not what you do. When you are looking for maintenance, you don't go and open a protection order just so that you get their attention. You don't do that. What you do is go and take them into the maintenance court and apply for a maintenance for umntwana if the person akondli, or if you feel that whatever it is that he's doing is not enough. That's what you do. You don't go on it on the wrong legal route. I know the question of who goes to the maintenance court. A maintenance court goes somebody who alleges, so a complainant would allege that the other party, being the respondent, is supposed to be maintaining them. So maintenance is not limited to child and father or child and mother. It's also like your spouses, your mothers. Yes, you actually can and should sometimes be maintaining your parents if that's as I said, if you're looking for legal advice, go there and then they'll advise you who exactly are you supposed to be claiming the maintenance from. So you look for that, and we look at that to go to who exactly should be the maintenance and where are maintenance courts. Maintenance court, the act says that every magistrate court is a maintenance court. So for example, here in Mtwalume, we have a court, a magistrate's court. Doesn't do a lot of things, but maintenance is one of the things that it does, because the act specifically says that every magistrate court is a maintenance court. So don't go to high court to claim for maintenance where you have a maintenance court. When you have a magistrate court in your area. So in Durban, there's Ntuzuma Court if you are living in Kwamashu, so that's the court you go to. There are so many courts. Any magistrate court is a maintenance court that you go to and apply for your maintenance. Who are you alleging? So I've said that who are you claiming from? The person that you are claiming from is the person that you allege is supposed to be maintaining you. If it's your baby daddy, and unfortunately, one thing that always happens at the maintenance court is that the first thing that the person does is dispute your maintenance, and they have a right to do that, unfortunately. And when they dispute maintenance, it delays the issue of finding them bound and making it an order of court that they're actually supposed to be maintaining the children, or supposed to be maintaining the person who's alleging that they should maintain them. So the moment that they dispute paternity yengane, yes, a lot of people panic and a lot of people get angry and say that the law is favoring whoever. Now imagine if people didn't dispute maintenance of children, how many people would be bound by the court to maintain izingane that are maybe not theirs. And also remember that once a maintenance court order is granted, if a person breaches that order or doesn't maintain the person, there is a likelihood that it could result in it becoming a criminal offense. So all of those things, if they don't maintain it, if they are in breach of the order that was given. So imagine if that person is just given an order and turns out they're not even supposed to be the person who are maintaining the children. So look at that. When you get there, the father of the child will probably and likely will dispute the paternity, because one of the questions that are asked by the maintenance officer is that, do you know this person? And then the person would say like, no, I'm actually not even sure about these people, and I'm not even sure if I'm the father of this child. That's why I'm not even maintaining them. So then you have to now then have a paternity test. Have it, relax. It's not a time for you to be panicking or fighting them or batuga, of which is what a lot of people do, which doesn't help anybody. Have that thing go down, and it will be ready in about 4 weeks. And then after that, you're going to have an inquiry. How do you go about again? What do you bring when you are going to be doing your application? There's a form that needs to be filled. They'll help you enkantolo if you can't do it yourself. At this point, when you're going to be doing your maintenance application and your first application, you don't need a lawyer for that, but you can if you want to do it properly and you are sure that you cannot do it on your own. Fill the form. The form needs you to have proof that the kid is in school if you are doing the application on behalf of the child. And if your child is above the age of 18, they can actually now do the application themselves against their fathers. So you put in your proof of anything that you're paying for the kid, being school, medicals, the basic needs of the child. That's what we look at. We don't want to know, like, in as much as you can add those entertainment and things that are unnecessary. When the officer does the inquiry and when the court does the proper inquiry and a formal inquiry, they're likely to just look at only the necessities. So don't play yourself, and edits into that are not necessary. You're likely to end up not winning in that matter. Put in your income and expenditures. Prove that this is how much you're making and how much you afford. Know the person's address. You obviously have to know the person's address because they need to be served with the papers. So the person's address, where they're employed, if they're employed, and the respondent. Yes, I'm going to give information for the respondent as well. The respondent will also be required to give their proof of income, give their expenses and whatever that they are spending their money on, and thereafter prove do they have money or not, and how much can they really afford. And then say, okay, here's another part that a lot of people miss. A child should be taken care of both parents. If your child pays an amount of 2,000 Rand per month for everything that they need, you cannot claim you cannot get the whole 2,000 Rand from the father or the other person that you are claiming maintenance from. The other party has to provide a share of however that they can afford. If they can afford 50%, then they give you 1,000 Rand. If they can afford 30%, then they give you, how much is 30% of 2,000 Rand? I don't know. But they give you that amount. So that's what happens. That's how things are calculated. So one mistake that a lot of us make, especially females, is to assume that imali should only come out of Ubabwengane and not us. No, that's not true. Yes, we were the incubators of the children. Not me. But yeah. But the responsibility, unfortunately, we both, being the father and the mother, bear the responsibility of the children that we bring into this world. That's what we need to remember and rationalize when we are claiming maintenance. Because a lot of people want additional money for maintenance, claiming that the child needs more, only to find that they are not contributing anything, and the father is actually contributing enough of their share of taking care of that child. Okay, when you are claiming a maintenance for ingane, or claiming a maintenance for yourself as a spouse or a life partner, whoever you are, because yes, now life partners can now claim maintenance from abantu babo. Check out the last judgment at the Constitutional Court confirmed, which was already a judgment that the High Court did, that said life partners are actually as entitled as somebody who's married in community of property in the estates of their partners. But again, here, if you are claiming, you need to make an application. You can't just go and make an application equally just because you're saying maintenance court. Unfortunately, in civil matters and in applications, especially civil matters, it has to be in an area that you are based or the other party is based, whichever the rules of that court are. So if the person disputes the jurisdiction, because those are things that the respondent can throw you with, put you off with when you are going to claim maintenance. They'll be like, no, this court doesn't even have jurisdiction, and they would actually be justified, and your application is dismissed. You have to start over. You need to have all of those energies ready, ladies and gentlemen. As you preparing yourself to go into the maintenance court, remember what I said in the beginning. A maintenance will not be solved by a criminal court. So you going and putting false allegations or putting certain things against the father of your child with hopes of uguti this will push him into maintaining your child will not really help you. Go on to the right court. You will get the assistance that you need. Our court systems actually sometimes work. Yes, sometimes they don't. But sometimes, most of the time, they work, and you need to trust in them and do them properly. If you follow the right procedure, that's what's the best part about civil courts. If you follow the right procedure, if you go into the correct court, no one is going to say, once paternity is disputed and then it's found that the paternity is actually the correct father that you're claiming from, there is a financial inquiry, and if you want to appoint an investigator to look at other sources of income that the other party you might allege is hiding, you appoint that investigator, there is a finding, and everything is sorted. You don't have to worry about a thing. All that you need to do is, in the whole process, is to keep calm, get yourself a good lawyer once you've done your application that will be representing you, because imoya phakama lapha, and if you're unlikely to get whatever it is that you want. So I hope you guys found this video helpful, and hopefully that now that you've shared this, you're going to go to the right places in order to apply for maintenance, and you're going to actually find the right help and have yourself a prosperous year. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on this video, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.